It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now Milton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hawk 70.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Ready? 1970 Lions. Ready?
Here's Milton now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wise. That's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
19, 18, here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19. Let's go.
Here's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go!
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Just 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Viking 18, Cub 19, Cub 19.
To throw, it's Milton. And what a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Right in. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to put body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
9 yards.
11.
The Bengals first down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2. Here we go. 11. Ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Right, 80. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I'm wondering.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, can. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go check. Go check. Ready?
Throwing is Milton.
His throw incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Okay, break.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
To throw is Milton. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Viking 18.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he lost the football. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll change things up. Hands it off out of the gun. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Milton. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. Wilson's got it complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Looking deep here for Mooney. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. Jack. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Stephanie. Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3.
Bengals 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here we go. Slow. 180. Down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Bengals first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
First down, Cincinnati.
Well, he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 180. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
180. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
60 Bison. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Go.
Now Milton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
11. It's a gain of 10. And the Bengals first down.
Burrow will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Come on, ready?
2nd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's taken in by Higgins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On 2.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180. 25.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Come on.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Right back to him on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Burrow. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 Timberwolves.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
60 Eagles, 6 Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, break. 18, pioneer. Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milton now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season
19
opener.
Tight. 19, ready.
To throw is Milton. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 47.
Here we go.
Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Check smash, Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Milton. And that will get me off target and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Bengals 10.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Higgins. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they go play action now. Burrow to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now Burrow changing the look. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
At their 49-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Get it. 70 line, 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's Milton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Big 13. Big 13. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
A gain of 12. And the Bengals first down.
Let's get set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60 Bison. 60 Bison. No, no.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Ready, ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Ready,
Another
set.
running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 18. 70. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. That's caught. It's Austin left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Somebody got to do it. I'm in. Somebody got to do it. I'm in. Watch it. Do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, and don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit him. That's getting on.
This is 2nd and 8.
Max. 70 Lions. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun. Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Shorty got that body, no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my high. Dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Milton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On one, ready?
Here's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Release. 180. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. He is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
On one, ready?
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12. Can. 11, MT, take. 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's first down. Now Burrow going to change things up. Throwing, Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Now first and goal.
Gun. Shot. 11. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
11 MT take. 11 MT take.
Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals,
Hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.